One of my favorite elements of Boulder Opal is that it can form pictures. Like it can sometimes look like something.
Oh, absolutely. I had one the other day and the guy looked at it and he said, "That's a Ferrari."
Yeah. Hey guys, Rebecca here. We have a really fun guest with us today. It's Mark T, the Opal Hunter. And as you guys know, we have a lot of gems and minerals in our offices, in our backyard. This one has been sitting back there, and we often ask you guys, hey, we have something, we don't really know what to do with it. Should we keep it as is? Should we cut it up? And this is one of those pieces. So we thought we would get Mark's opinion on this opal piece that we've got in our pocket.
Nope, not a problem. And g'day, Rebecca. Really nice to meet you here. And we have a very interesting piece of rough specimen that shows off the seam opal and how seam opal actually sits in the ground really nicely. What I love about opal is what everybody falls in love with opal is that there's really no two stones that are alike. William Shakespeare pretty much put it the best way. You know, he said it's the queen of all gemstones. It's hypnotic. You know, you fall in love with an opal, it's going to fall in love with you.
Yeah.
This material can come out of Lightning Ridge, but I'm sort of leaning a lot towards the Cooper Pedy area in the middle of South Australia. And it's got this big gypsum line running along the top of it there. So that's sort of giving me a little bit more of a push towards Cooper Pedy and heading out to, or heading north to Lambina. Seam opal comes together like this, and I always say it's like a ham sandwich, but it's all put together in layers. And opal's really unique because it's the only gemstone that's formed from the surface of the earth down, right? And that's why you get a lot of these seam deposits. They get fractures and flaws in the earth, and as all the silica spheres filter down, they end up sort of sliding into the broken ground that's there, and that's why it's put together like layers and sandwiches. The other type of opal is what we call knobby opal, which is like round balls, fist size, or that can be as small as a pea. Black opal is mainly the knobby material.
Okay.
But there is seam areas out there in Lightning Ridge as well. We see this type of seam opal in general mining quite often, but to actually get it from the mining field into a place like here yourself as a specimen, you don't see it that often because it gets broken up and cleaned up and then turned into gemstones, because there's a lot of gemstones in here. So the first thing we do is when we look at a piece like this is we look at it like a rainbow. All the violet blues are at the bottom because the silica spheres are larger. All the red ones are at the top. When you look at a piece like this, you've got the blue violets pretty much on a line running down the bottom here, and then the blue violets you see slowly transform and move up into the greens, and then more of the wider sort of lighter colour greens with a tiny little bit of orange coming out here. Looking inside this piece here, you're going to get a lot of good sized stones. You'll get 5 caraters, 10 caraters in the blue green, the blue violets. So I'd get a chisel here or like a paint scraper.
Okay.
Put it in there and just give it a whack and see what comes off.
Got it.
It will, like I keep going back to the ham sandwich thing, it will actually peel off pretty much in layers.
Okay.
And you just clip off the edges around the opal, and then you're on the wheels.
Got it.
If you want a specimen, you can keep it. So it would make a great, kept specimen, but also you can have a lot of fun pulling it apart and see what treasures you can actually get out of it. And that's one of the things I love about what I do for a living, the opal, the treasures that may be in there, because I could be wrong.
Okay, what do you guys think that we should do with this opal? Let us know in the comments, because we always love to hear your opinion.
If you do decide to pull it apart, just give me a call.
Yeah.
I'll come back down or I'll come back up or whichever direction here.
And in that case, we would be able to sell those. So that would be fun for people to have a piece of this piece. So yeah, so let us know what you think. Tell us a little bit about your backstory and how you became the Opal Hunter.
Oh, it's quite simple. I actually started sapphire mining. So we started staying in Lightning Ridge, me and my partner back in those days, and got addicted, started hunting down opal as well. So we did sapphire and then ended up doing the opal, and then that's what I've been doing for the better part of about 38 years, I'll tell you.
And my understanding is you actually have some of your opals to show us.
Yes, I do. I have a little bit of some really nice black opals to show, and we can have a bit of a chat about those. I did bring some Boulder Opal that we can have a look at as well. Some bigger pieces, some smaller ones, and just have a little bit more fun.
Perfect.
Showing opal. I'm just going to bring them in for you to
Alrighty.
have a little bit of a look, and let's see what's inside.
Okay, I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Look at these. Oh, I love this one.
Yes.
The colors on this one are so vibrant.
Oh,
The
yes.
teals and the greens and the blues. Oh my gosh, I love that. And truly, no two are going to be the same. So that's the thing. You can always know which one is yours if you're familiar with it. And
Something this size here, it's still affordable. It's 120 carats. People use them like down in Texas and places like that, Arizona, they use them for big belt buckles. Bolos, exactly.
Yeah.
Bolos. Took the words out of my mouth on that one.
And then this one I would do as a pendant as well.
Got the shape for a pendant also. It's got a small, had a little inclusion with sand. You know, you can have diamonds around it, or you can just have plain claws. You just get creative.
Can you talk really quickly about setting? Would you advise, for example, bezel setting as opposed to claw or prong for safety, or where do you fall on that?
Yeah, claws are really great because you can, you've only got 4 claws to worry about, and it's a classic form of jewelry. With the bezel setting, you just need the expert. You need the real bench jeweler that's familiar with the material, that can do the hammering and the bezel around it. Because the words, just putting those 2 words together, hammering and opal,
Yeah.
and isn't very, delicate. So I lean on both.
And then this one, look at all the colors in that.
And that's got all your reds. And you can see they get smaller as they get redder.
It is the red, but it's the combination of all the colors
That's what
that I think really makes it, because it does remind you of a rainbow, or just, the whole spectrum where you're seeing everything that we're able to see.
Yes. And we kept that one as a free form because it's got the red in it. And red being so rare in black opal, or opal in general, is we don't try and waste so much of the material. If it would let itself be an oval, then we would have cut it into an opal.
Okay, that was an amazing box. Totally approve of that. But I see some gems to your side that aren't in a box.
These are just really, really, really top gems in smaller sizes, and they were going to get lost in the box, but I thought I'd just bring these over. And you can see this real rainbow of color in this selection, and they're all just really bright and beautiful and calibrated.
Give us a quick definition of calibrated.
Calibrated is regular shapes in millimeter sizes normally that fit into pre-made and pre-designed jewelry. So the opal or the stone itself has been calibrated to fit certain sizes and designs. And they're pretty.
Oh, they're gorgeous. And again, I love the teals. I think those are really pretty, and then vibrant neon greens, and of course the reds in these darker ones.
Because that's the beauty about opal. It can really mix with all these
It
other
goes
gems.
with anything. Yeah. I love it. This is a sample of what opals can look like, and I hope that this shows you the vast, vast, vast variety of appearances that opals can have, because really the possibilities are endless, from the body color to the play of color. Okay, so are we ready for the next box?
No more suspense on this one. It's a bigger box as well.
I know.
And again, we're going to have some more opal.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty. Okay, so I love this piece.
Yeah, nice specimen.
So we have Boulder Opal here.
Yes, the Boulder Opal. Some people call it wood opal, and that's why we have this piece of fossilized wood, okay, which has got the opal running through it. Some people back in the day it got sort of translated into wood opal because it looks like wood.
Sure.
Same color as wood, and it comes from wood fossils. So this is out of Winton. Very cool specimen, I believe.
Let's kind of go through, so we have different types of opals displayed here. Let's go through some definitions. So what makes Boulder Opal a Boulder Opal?
It's formed in boulders.
It's as simple as that.
It's as simple as that. As the silica sphere is filtered down through the earth, Back at the beginning of the planet, this is the best guesstimation that everybody's got. The oceans were basically red, and there was an iron in all of the primordial soup of the planet at the time. And when the first bacteria, they separated the oxygen for the air and iron down to the level. That's where the ironstone comes from, and it's basically a thicker belt going around the planet. So the silica didn't have any choice whatsoever. It just filtered down through the earth and hit this ironstone level. So the Boulder Opal itself comes in chunky pieces of boulder, literally, and then the opal filtered into it and solidified and formed. But because the ironstone is much stronger than what we have in the big clay piece, it's not in a clay or sandstone level. That's why you get these really tiny, fine lines that really permeate the whole stone and give it that picture stone character. Getting clean-faced boulder is very rare and very difficult because it has to have a separation.
Sure. One of my favorite elements of Boulder Opal is that it can form pictures. Like it can sometimes look like something.
Oh, absolutely. I had one the other day and the guy looked at it and he said, "That's a Ferrari." So you got these guys here, they're together.
Oh, that's fun.
Right? And you can see this spot and this spot were together. So they were together like this. And this is all we could see of the stone. And we're like, well, the colour going pretty there, and let's have a look. So we sawed it in half, and boom, boom.
I love that.
And still, they look completely different, but you can tell
that they're brother and sister.
Yeah.
Okay, and then these.
That's the same story there. They were together. You can see the lighter white potch on this side and that side, and it has that real tree or sunrise, or you get the cloud effect on the horizon, or you can really translate lots of other stories into it.
Yeah, I think Boulder Opal is a really interesting variety.
Oh, totally. And when we're talking the white opal and the black opal and the body color, so the body color for ironstone is literally how dark is the ironstone, how rich an orange or how deep a brown. Because if you look at the specimen, this sand here is very similar to this,
right?
But it has the iron color effect, and then you have the darker material here. But you see, it's not as dark as this.
All right, Mark, on this channel, we always take a closer look. We always try to pick our favorite or a piece that caught our eye that we showed on the episode. Mine has to be this one. The colors grabbed my eye. The size obviously is large. It's beautiful. I think the shape is really interesting. Again, it's kind of indescribable. Some just catch your eye and you love them. And
absolutely.
And so this one's mine.
Should I take the big piece of crust?
Sure.
And do you know why I'm going to pick that?
Tell me.
Okay, because that's fun and treasure. And that's what I love about what I do. Right? It's really the treasure hunting inside. These I've already found.
True.
And this is still needs to be explored.
I love it.
I'm going that way. I'm going back to my roots and taking the rough.
I love it. So take a closer look. All right, Mark, thank you so much for joining us and teaching us so much and bringing us some of your specimens.
Oh, it's absolute pleasure, and I'm really, really happy to be able to share, my lifetime passion with opal. It's been Mark T, the Opal Hunter, with you guys out there. Thank you very much, and thank you, Rebecca. Thank you very much.
Of course. Check out the links below and let us know if you get any of these beautiful opals. We love to hear from you. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.